Ladies and gentlemen, meet Stubborn Git. He's a hardcore Ironman with one thing in mind, to get every skill in the game to 99. But there's a catch, he can't get hit. So come and join us on this adventure and see if it is truly possible. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, gather around, as today I tell you about the Great Mining Depression, aka my literally depressive time I had within RuneScape. And that was only last couple of days because I set out to mine 4,000 iron ore. Now I know you're probably thinking to yourself, why on earth would you put yourself through this 3D? Well, we need to get his levels up somehow. And of course, iron ore was kind of there on the plate. It helped me to get my smither level up as well. Which, by the way, the aim was to get a 51 here. So I can finally start making my mithril axe. Well, you're probably noticing this is not 51, this is 50. Annoyingly enough, because, well, iron ore obviously has a 50% chance of not even giving you anything back in return. Which, quite frankly, happened more times than none. And yes, I did have the rins before anyone says anything. But this is where my whole entire depression arc began. And that was in Varrock. So here in Varrock City, you lot have probably seen it before. It is Charlie the Tramp. But he is not the spotlight of what it is I'm talking about. I'm talking about the bots. Okay, people, the bots are infested free-to-play. Of course, they've been doing it for years, decades now even. But I have seen this far more since I have started the hardcore Ironman run. And I'm going to show you guys what I think honestly is really out there, okay? Have a look at this. I think we're witnessing a bot exchange. Oh my god, before my very eyes. They're actual bots, chat. They're actual bots. He just straight up logged out of his bot account, and now he's trying to play it off. Can you help me with shield or out of? Ask your bot friend. So now you've seen that, you're probably saying to yourself, well, what does that have to do with mining, smithing? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because these two mines over here, specifically this one all the way down here, these two right here are bot infested. Now, the bottom left one is, quite frankly, an easier route to go from the bank to here than what it is to go from the bank to here. So I primarily went for this one to mine all of my iron ore. And let me tell you, the amount of bots that hang around here is ridiculous. This is just one thing, okay, that mining really sucks about. Is that you are having to fight these rocks for people that aren't even real, for goodness sakes. So have a look at this clip, watch this bot die, and make yourselves feel better about yourself, because a mugger just got a kill on someone that doesn't even have a soul. It's amazing. Enjoy. Oh, mugger. Get rid of him. I command you to get rid of him, okay? Come on, eradicate one of the bots at least. Well, what would happen if a bot goes into Death's domain? Would they be able to get out of it? I don't think they would. Yeah. I don't think they would be programmed to get out of Death's domain. Oh, is he dead? Oh, he's dead! The mugger killed him! Oh! Oh! +1 to the mugger, chat. +1 to the mugger. The mugger killed him. And we get to pick up the bones as well. Well, my friend, your death is not in vain, okay? I shall bury your bones on this very day. There we go. You're welcome. All of that said and done, we accumulated 4,016 iron ore. Now, my goal was to get 4,100 in the end. It did not happen. And of course, that little gap may have very well been the difference between us leveling up to 51 smithing. I also then went on to cut some rubies, which I was very fortunate to have in my bank, primarily because of the random events we were having. And these are lore runes. Now, let me tell you about these lore runes, okay? The funny little thing. All the time I was farming in Barbarian Village, I actually got my very first lore rune drop 44 hours into the game, because I can't do hill giants and whatever else, obviously not. But yes, we got those. We then yoinked some gold bars out of Varrock because they don't need those anytime soon. We then went ahead to make our ruby rins, which obviously allowed us to make the rins from the good old geezer in Varrock Bank. And yes, that is that. Our rins then melted, unfortunately. That is where literally the Arc 2 of the Great Depression begun. So we're just sitting there. Oh man, that's just depressing, dude. Why are you sitting here of all places, you know? Why? Out of all the places I have been in RuneScape, Edgeville has to be the most depressing. I have played this game since the get-go, way back in the early 2000s. And quite frankly, I hadn't even stepped into this place, let alone spent hours in here smithing away. It is dull, it is, quite frankly, just plain old run down. You see every building here just looks like an absolute mess. But if you read the lore, the history on the Wikipedia, the land on which Edgeville is built was once part of the military fortress of Padua, near the centre of Zaro's main kingdom at Centisten. Following the betrayal of Zaros at the hands of Zamorak, the God Wars began, and Zarosian settlements were captured or destroyed. Padua, in particular, was destroyed by Saro-Dominus forces. You can literally see that all around. And quite frankly, it's just disturbing at times, because there was even that guy who was looking into the distance in that clip before. The land was later known to those of Miss Felin as Ghost Town. Due to the presence of ruins in the area, these ruins were potentially, but not certainly, once buildings in Padua. In the beginning of the year 169, the 5th Age King Roald of Varrock had the area incorporated at the town of Edgeville. The name was most likely given due to the fact it was around the edge of the wilderness and Varrock. Now, how depressing does that sound? You put that into perspective, you come in here, you smith away, it's an old, literally it's an old chimney for goodness sakes. You have coal all over the floor, your bank is completely run down, I don't know how on earth they could afford windows. Need I say more? Alright, 2,520 iron bars, what was that, 4,000 something iron ore? That took over 4 hours to do as well. We had 980 guaranteed iron ore because of the rins we had. I think we had 7 or 8 in the end. Yeah, 7. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, that's a healthy amount, chat. That is. I'm actually pretty damn pleased with that. So we broke even by a fair bit. And now, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and bash all these iron bars together to make plate bodies and then sell them and see how much money we can make. We ended up making just over 100k with 8,802 GP per inventory. Not bad if you ask me. Alright, so we're missing 5,125 XP. It's those damn iron bars, dude. It is those damn iron bars. That sucks. So now you have seen into the window of my depression arc that is mining. Yes, it was quite poetic really, because we still don't have 51 smithing. Obviously that's required for us to make a mithril axe, because there is no other way I can possibly get one in this run without that. And it is pretty annoying. But yes, we will basically be trying to get that whenever now. But I will still be here with my steel axe. I will still be chopping away merrily. Other than that though guys, please hit that like button and subscribe button as well if you haven't done already. Let me know in the comments below if you have seen any bot shenanigans going on lately. I know there's a heck of a lot out there. Maybe you've seen a bot die just like I did. If not, well, at least you've seen it here in the video. And that guys, take care, stay safe, all that good stuff. Hello, you know what we've been doing. If anyone wants to video next live stream, go out there, play some more old school RuneScape. And if you don't mind me, I'm going to walk off now on my merry way to go chop more trees because I'm a sad boy with my steel axe. Goodbye for now. Bye bye.